raced on roller skates until I was probably 13. In there, I also raced on wood floor bicycle races, which you see on TV. Those are a little rough. And then I got my first motorcycle when I was 12 and jumped it in the backyard until I hit the cyclone fence simultaneously as I landed, which grounded me for a period of time. And my motorcycle was gone when I was ungrounded, and I got me a motor scooter. But they had moved then because we had been run out of the neighborhood. And I lasted 2 days in the new neighborhood with a dead-end street, and I was also taken off the motor scooter because I was going too fast and the cops didn't appreciate me. I then got my first car when I was 13 years old. I worked in a machine shop sharpening drill bits and sweeping the floor after school and on Saturdays, and earned $87.50. We went to a car auction and bought a 36 Ford Cabaret, which had roll-up windows, which was pretty cool. Didn't have second gear in the transmission. Of course, I didn't have a driver's license. My uncle drove it home. Well, we tried to drive it home. We got a few blocks, and we had a radiator leak so bad that we had to pull it home on a rope. And we put it in my dad's garage and promptly tore it all to pieces. I took out every bolt. That's the ones that are...
Due to the body shop, the plant.
Yeah, well, take a roll out of here. And
Just lay them
yeah,
on top.
yeah. And that was the beginning of the car saga. And it took me 2 years to get the stupid thing back together again, which was a good thing. My dad was not involved in the car world. I found him when I was an adult. He had not been able to park a car in a garage in our home from age 12 on. And I always had cars everywhere. In high school, I put an Olds engine in a Ford. I put a Chrysler in a 50 Ford coupe without having torches. I made my bell housing 1/4 inch on a rock outside the house because I didn't have anything else to beat on, and that's how we made it. A friend of mine and I beat it around a rock and sweetened it up and sanded it and put it in the car so we could go racing at the drag strip. There are pictures of somewhere, there's a white folder back there, John. It's got somewhere me flagging. Maybe Steve can find it. But anyway, that gives you an idea. In the pictures back there are my daughters, which race motorcycles, 1/4 mile short track. We raced go-karts. We raced drag racing. The 1958 Nationals, one of the flagmen was me in Oklahoma City. I was a charter member of the Sidewinders Hot Rod Club, renowned in NHRA back to 1954. You know, I've been at Great Bend, Kansas at IHRA, and I campaigned from this shop, Don Garlis's Swamp Rat 34, and did the clutch, which I thought was assisted clutch, because the clutch is the
There's
complication.
one I didn't put out here,
Yeah.
because it didn't have anything to do with Brickland.
Well, I just wanted to know how long I've been playing hot rod.
Okay.
Been here a while, a couple of days. And there's that truck, which is in there somewhere.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's sitting back in the shop. I've had it for 55 years. It's got 7 motors in it. It's been drag raced, it's been show trucked, it's been garbage hauled, and I'm getting ready to do it again. In fact, I've already got the frame done, but I'm going to change it now and make it a Rusto rod if I don't die before I get it done. But that's kind of to free up what we're talking about. How did I get in this thing here? Then I'll tell you that little short story, and then we'll talk about whatever you just hang a picture up or ask a question, I'll answer it.